Hey y'all, welcome to Kamira's Kitchen. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys 3 drink recipes that will have you knocked out and sleeping like a baby. Do you hear me? Now in this day and age, people are stressed and it can be hard to just wind down. So I hope these recipes help you as much as they help me. Let's go ahead and get started. So this first recipe is one of my favorites. It's really easy, and one thing I love about it is that it can be prepped so far in advance. So we're going to be combining some ginger powder, some cinnamon, nutmeg, turmeric, white pepper, coconut oil, monk fruit, as well as some maple syrup, depending on or sweetness preference. You can also use fresh turmeric for this recipe. I have used it before and love it, but you're gonna have to grind it into a paste. This is an example of a turmeric and ginger paste that I made with a little bit of water in the blender, so you could do something like this as well. So into a bowl, I'm going to be adding 4 tablespoons of turmeric powder. If you are going to use fresh turmeric, I suggest using about 4 ounces. To this turmeric, I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of ginger, a tablespoon of cinnamon, as well as a teaspoon of white pepper, but black pepper is totally fine. This is a must because it activates and makes the turmeric more bioavailable. I'm also going to be using about 2.5 teaspoons of monk fruit, as well as a half of a teaspoon of nutmeg. Now the monk fruit is just because I like to keep this more on the low sugar side. I don't like to have things that are too sweet before I go to bed because I feel like it just spikes your blood sugar. So I only want to use a little bit, but feel free to just use more maple syrup or honey. Into this, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of coconut oil and enough hot water until it starts to blend. I'm also going to be using about 3 tablespoons of maple syrup. Again, with the quantity that we're going to use for the drinks, this won't be much. You're going to get a paste-like consistency that is going to store well in the fridge. I like to put this in a container, and I can keep this up to about a month, maybe a month and a half in the back of the fridge. Of course, now we have a paste, but baby, how does it turn into the drink? So I'm going to show you that right now. So into a little small pan, I'm going to add 1.5 cups of milk. If you know that milk has you locked up on the toilet, baby, go ahead and get that soy milk. All right. Into that, I'm going to add a little bit of vanilla and about 1 teaspoon of the paste. I don't prefer to add the vanilla to the pre-made paste because I feel like the vanilla flavor is just better when you add it when you make the drink. Now I'm going to simmer this on a medium low until I just feel like everything is infused. I am going to add a few pieces of fresh turmeric and ginger, but that's actually totally optional. You're going to get the benefits regardless. At this point, you can adjust the sweetness. I'm just going to add a few more drops of maple syrup, but again, that's optional as well because the benefits are going to come from that warm milk combined with that turmeric, which is also super anti-inflammatory. All of this is going to help your body system just start to relax. I like to drink this 30 minutes before sleeping to relax my body, but I'm also going to show you 2 other non-dairy options that are great. We have all been there before. You cannot sleep, you are tossing and turning, your mind is racing, you're thinking about the groceries, the kids, what you want for lunch tomorrow. How are you about to pay that light bill? What is the meaning of life? If you're struggling to catch them Z's, I know something that can help. There's one thing I never skip in my evening routine if I want to get some good sleep, and that is my vitamins. Now, I've been taking this sleep pack by Momentous for a month, and I can testify that it does help you ease into relaxation and just get a nice deep sleep. I am out like a rock. Okay, do y'all hear me? But when I get up, I am so refreshed and ready to take on the day. Momentous Sleep provides a non-habit forming solution to improve sleep quality and support the body's natural sleep-wake cycle. These supplements are safe for long-term use and they're formulated with natural ingredients. They can easily be incorporated into your nightly routine for sustained sleep improvements. Because of its high quality ingredients and effectiveness, it's a little pricey at $123. But if you subscribe and you use my code Kamira, you can try it out for your first month for only $78. If you don't like it, there is no penalty for canceling, so you can stop after your first month. When you try this product, let me know how much you love it. Chamomile has been used for centuries to promote relaxation and sleep. I'm sure you guys have tried this before. It actually has an antioxidant that can bind to brain receptors, and so it promotes sleepiness and it just helps you relax. Now, with that, I am going to pair it with something you may not know, which is nutmeg. Nutmeg is known to have mild sedative effects, and paired with chamomile, it is really powerful for me to help me go to sleep. So I am going to prepare this tea really simply. I'm going to add about half of a teaspoon of honey, and then I'm going to add just a little bit of nutmeg. So you saw me grinding nutmeg before. At some point, you kind of can't grind it anymore, or it's going to hurt your fingers. So I just save those little pieces and I throw them in teas. I'm going to cover this and allow this to seep for about 10 minutes. And I'm going to press all the goodness out of that chamomile. You can take this about 30 minutes before you go to sleep and you are going to be dozing off. The last one isn't even really a recipe, but I want to put y'all on to a tea that I like if I don't want a floral flavor. And this one has valerian root, which is a well-known sedative. It is super effective. Let me tell you, combined with that lemon balm, you will be dozing off. And I feel like it tastes great. I can take about 2 cups of this even in one night, and it really improves my sleep. Let me know in the comments, what are some of your favorite drinks to induce sleep? And if you try any of these recipes, please let me know how much you love them. I'm going to see you next time in Kamira's Kitchen. Goodbye and God bless.